You know, he's letting the game come to him on the offensive end. He's not forcing the shot, but he's still being aggressive, and he always testing his defender. And he's, you know what, Ernie? He smells that barbecue chicken down there. You can't guard this man one-on-one. Well, lick your fingers. The barbecue chicken is hot and crispy.
You're making me hungry right now, but
crispy barbecue chicken?
Oh, I just can't wait. You're making me hungry. Is it lunchtime? Wow. We got it some time. But, you know, he's not settling for any look either. This guy is very versatile. He'll take you inside, take you outside. He's the kind of player that seems like he's a step ahead, like mentally. Like he has this mental telepathy that goes on and goes. He knows what you're thinking before you think it, before the guy thought it was a thought.
Wow. It's like an extraordinary basketball IQ.
Yes.
Do you have a high basketball IQ, Shaq?
No, didn't need one, Ernie.
Why?
Because I had the ES.
What's that?
Elbow sandwiches.
Now I'm really hungry.
Elbow sandwiches
Let's
right
get
in
it
your
down
mouth.
to Kevin Harlan for the call.
It's time for some hoops at the home of the New York Knicks. We're bringing it to you live on 2K Sports. Well, it was the Indiana Pacers winning their last game against the Bucks, and there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on it.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Here's the starting group for the...
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Dishes it to Anthony. The Pacers pull it in. Last time they met was in Indiana.
And across the board in that game, guys, they shot the lights out.
Rarely do you see a team shoot like that from everybody. I mean, they were getting scoring from every position all over the court.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Smooth, covered by Mills. Pass to Smooth. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Mills dishes to Carmelo. He kicks to Mills. A follow outside. New York moving the ball around. From the line, that's tipped. George against the follow. George passes to Smooth. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And now, in transition, it's a follow. Here we go. And that one is hammered home.
Easy to see who's going to win.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
A chance now to go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to visit with Kurt Rambis.
And of course, he said a big key for them will be trying to minimize Monte Ellis's impact offensively. He added, he's one of the best in the league at blowing by his defender and finishing at the rim. We've got to force him left, and then at the other end, make sure we go at him defensively and see that he expends some energy there as well. Kevin, defense not Ellis's strong suit seems like a smart plan.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Mills. Paul George making his last shot. Shot clock at 2. Here's Porzingis. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
They set the pick to the paint. Here's George. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot. Knicks trail by 4. Mills with it. Who's coming off a 13-point game against Chicago.
And also his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved.
So it's the Pacers now. Aaron Aflalo missing his last shot. A nice shot by George.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start exactly what they were hoping for.
Now here's Aflalo. Right block shot, and he can't bank that one in. Indiana leading by 6. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
And guys, they've put the defense on the defensive.
Superb playmaking from Monte Ellis. That dish was right on time.
There's the pick. Here's Mills. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. One-on-one here. Here's George. Powered down with both hands.
And they keep going down low with the ball and keep getting positive results.
Extremely positive. I mean, this is a very nice lead to have early in the ball game.
Come on, fellas, we got to pick up the pace. If we see an open look, we got to take it. We have to make them play at our tempo.
And Indiana making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Knicks trail by 10. Anthony kicks to Mills. Pass to Porzingis. It's Carmelo Anthony on the way. Gets a very good look and converts.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Smooth. Playing Milwaukee, he was near to get jam. I mean, just beautiful.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
So it's the Knicks now, following the score by Indiana. Passes it to Anthony. Here's Porzingis. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And there's the pass to Smooth. It's rebounded by New York. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
And it wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense, or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end.
Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Here's Ellis, and the foul on Monte Ellis. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for New York. Goodrich comes in for Porzingis, and it's Grant in for Anthony. Indiana also making some changes. Turner comes in for George, and it's Hill in for Monte Ellis. Good.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Indiana leading by 7. Here's Smooth, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills. You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control a team's transition. Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
They set the pick. Now here's Mills. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. That is good.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
The shot's good from Smooth.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Here's Daly and a missed layup. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Here's Smooth, covered by Mills. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Turner can't get that one to fall. Mills dishes to Goodrich. Here's Nevsky. From outside, off the mark. Pacers leading by 8. Johnson outside. Hill passes to Smooth. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
And here's Mills from the arc. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. It's the Pacers up by 10. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And some tough times for the Knicks, but you listen to Carmelo Anthony, it's clear he's invested in this franchise. Knicks fans rooting for Carmelo to help make New York a playoff venue once again.
And you know what? It's going to take a lot more than Carmelo playing strong to get the Knicks back into the playoffs and to make them a destination to where NBA stars want to come.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
And so in the game for the Pacers. Hill and Stuckey are the guard set. Turner is out there with Johnson. And it's Gibson in at center. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks was just a man on a mission. He finished with 57 points and also had an incredible amount of assists, really setting his teammates up every minute on the court. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance. For him and for us, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I'd say it would make it to his greatest hit spot, no doubt about it.
And so it's New York with it, following the basketball. Knicks trail by 13. And here's Mills. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Afflalo, that's good.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
36. Indiana calls timeout.
From long range or short, small forwards on this list have been on target for the past 10 games. leading their position in field goal percentage. Paul George on top.
Obviously, looking at those numbers, he hasn't just been settling for outside shots. He works very hard to get a lot of high-quality looks in close.
And that inside-outside game, I like to call it reversible clothing. It makes him the most accurate shooter among NBA small forwards. Been a very solid outing for George. 12 points, and they've got to be happy with his work on the glass, too.
They really do. He is not giving up any ground in the paint, and when the ball goes up, you know he's going to be there to fight for it.
The Pacers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
And so here is New York, 11-point game.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's Smooth. Oh!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Here's George. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. George has got the lead up to 13 now for the Pacers.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
And Mills kicks to Aflalo. Feeds it to Mills. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
And here are the numbers for Smooth. Over the last month, he has been spectacular, averaging 40 points, 18 assists, and 8 rebounds. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
And he's good on the second. Pacers leading by 12. Got a hand on it. Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Ellis. Now Mills. Clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Aflalo with the putback. It's good on the putback. He has 5.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shot's now starting to fall.
There's a good screen to the inside. Paul George again.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Now here's Mills. He's guarded closely. Ahead, here's George. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Got a piece of it. Here's Porzingis. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Here's Smooth. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got 6 assists now in the game.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Now here's Mills to the paint. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing good.
Right, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Here's Smooth. He's got 17. Ellis left side. And a miss there on the triple. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Aflalo.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Here's Smooth. There aren't many players who can score at the volume he has and make it look as easy as he does every game. He averages more than 36 points a game. From deep. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And the first half is now in the books. Pacers lead by 11. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, what a great job you did, both moving the ball and passing it and scoring it. What has been the key for you to this point?
I've just been trying to take what the defense gives me, really. I know I can't just try and go right at them every time, but if they give me a look, I'll shoot it. Otherwise, I'm just trying to keep the ball moving.
Wow, Kevin, not sure what to do with that one.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
All right, guys, focus on me. We got them where we want them, and we can quiet these fans down even more if we pay attention to a couple of key things. They look absolutely helpless out there to contain our low-post offense. And the more that continues in the second half, the more beat up and dejected they're going to be. Something I have liked is our movement off the ball and all the good looks it's created for us. Keep finding those open shots on the floor. And let me touch on tempo for a second. We're not out to use the whole shot clock, but I would like to see us get set up offensively. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants. And in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
We've got Mills. Porzingis is out there with Campbell. Then it's Anthony. And it's Aflalo in at the shooting guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
Oh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
No one covering. 24 points here for George.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now here's Mills. The screen from Campbell. And Mills kicks to Aflalo. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
You know, they'll want to generate more of those shots in tight, guys.
To the middle. Here's Ellis. And he gets it to go. And the Pacers lead by 16.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
New York's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Now here's Mills, covered by Smooth. Mills with it, pass to Porzingis. New York moving the ball around. Mills can't hit.
And another miss. Whew. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Smooth's shot is off.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Pass to Porzingis. Aflalo outside. Kicks it to Carmelo. He feeds it to Mills. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Freak. The Knicks have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. Turner's checked in for the Pacers. Hill comes in for Monte Ellis. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Indiana leading by 14. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Shots good by Turner.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
We gotta be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
Go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Kurt Rambis had. Is going to be critical the rest of the way. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Pacers leading by 14. On the wing, Turner. And stolen by Goodrich. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. To the left side wing. Outside Anthony. To the paint.
That's the wall.
No good from Campbell.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Smooth. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Knicks trail by 16. Mills dishes to Carmelo. And it's denied. Inside. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Goodrich. Here's Nevsky. Finished off the break. He has 5.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Count that one. And that's now 21 points for Freak.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
On the wing, Goodrich. From deep, that's in there. Anthony with the assist. Goodrich has got 5 points so far.
Knicks trail, 48-61. Timeout charge to the Pacers. Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
Well, let's take this chance now to bring up the rookies at the head of their class in steals this past month. Wesley Johnson's checked in for Indiana. Indiana leading by 13. Here's Smooth. Mills with the steal. And the layup's good off the glass. 6 points for him.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
The Knicks have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Here's Nevsky. His 3-pointers off the mark.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it, and that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
And so it's New York with it, following the three-pointer by Freak. Deep two from Anthony. No good off the front iron.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Gibson the screen. Smooth passes to Gibson. Here's Smooth, covered by Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Here's Smooth. Misses in close. Knicks trail by 16. And Mills kicks to Anthony. Down low. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. He has 7.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Here's Smooth. 24 points for him. He got right to the cup using that screen. And the Pacers lead by 16.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. We spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And New York making a change here. Grant's checked in. The Knicks shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. On the court for Indiana. Smooth in at point guard. Paul George is out there with Turner. Then there's Ellis. And here's Mills for 3. And he gets it to go. Mills has got it back down to single digits for the Knicks.
And you like to see since the half now. He's finally starting to come around.
Here's Smooth. And he gets it to go. Smooth's got 26 points.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
And it's George finishing it off.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And a fast break now for the Pacers. Turner leading the charge.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key there. Getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Now here's Mills. Inside, deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
The Pacers making a switch here. Gibson's checked in.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pacers.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
That's good.
Well, you can't give him that kind of a position in the post.
Oh, without question. I mean, when he gets it in that tight and that close, that's easy. Real easy.
Here's Smooth to the paint. Here's George, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Here's Smooth, following the score by New York. Goes up off the pick, and George with the stuff.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Outside Anthony. Campbell is screen on George. It's Anthony with the drive. count the bucket.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Here's Smooth. And it's blocked. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Goodrich. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 4 assists now tonight.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for New York. Here's Smooth. Gadsden, Campbell defending. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And he can't get the first one.
At the line for 2.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Knicks trail by 11. Here's Mills. Wants to get it to Aflalo and does. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
What a game we've seen here for Aflalo. He has 15 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
He's perfect from the line this time.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
The shot's good from Smooth.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Anthony following the basket by Freak. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Here's Aflalo. Down low, Campbell. And he banks in the layup.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Now, here's Mills. Let's go. And again, it's New York.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Here's Smooth off the pick, and it's George finishing it off.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
And Mills kicks to Anthony.
That's the wall.
It's rebounded by Indiana. George has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Yep, and they've simply shown more aggressiveness, guys. More desire to secure the ball.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Kurt Rambis had to say to the team. He was not happy with their play to this point, telling them we're getting out hustled, plain and simple. There's still time, but we've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Smooth, and that's going to be a turnover. They called for 8 seconds.
My fault.
And here's Mills. And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game. Anthony dishes to Mills. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Mills has got 9 points now in the quarter.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Pacers lead by 14.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Anthony, the pass to Mills. And Smooth pulls it down.
just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Indiana moving the ball around. And George kicks to Ellis. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Knicks trail by 14. The wide open look here for Anthony. Off the inbound, no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And George gets it to go.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Pacers.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
No, they didn't. They found their way inside effectively all game long. Penetration always produces results.
And these guys already with 45 wins on the year, so tonight we'll make it 46.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Smooth. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
And that one. 19 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Grant up top. Now Goodrich. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Goodrich. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Campbell.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, once again, your ability to make plays with your passing was a major factor in this one. How did you get the offense clicking?
Hey, listen, don't tell anyone, but I don't really think it's been me that's been getting this team going. There's so many great scorers on our roster that I think almost anyone who can throw a pass can look good with the way this team finished.
Well done. Kevin, over to you.
Doris, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
How about the show Freak was putting on tonight? It was a freak show. That's one of the smartest basketball players I've ever seen. Being able to use either hand and being as skilled as he is poses so many problems out there. But as modest as he is, he's not going to gloat even though he's having a great performance. He's going to just go right back out there, get to work for the next game.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.